don't we have any sound? Is everything plugged in? It's the final countdown.
Hey, I have a connection.
2?
Maybe.
David and Leanne?
Probably. Amped.
It's the final countdown.
Amped RC10, is that?
Yeah. It is kind of. I'm going to be streaming through it, so I'm going to be on too much.
Oh, okay, to David and Leanne.
There we go. Now we got sound.
Ooh.
All right.
That connection went, whoa. Back and forth, back and forth.
We're broadcasting here in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Clueless Space Nerds, episode 40-something or another.
46.
46. I'm Rafe Collins. With me is DomanarK.
Hello.
Caketon.
To duty.
And that's going to be it for tonight. No Chunk or Rob.
Or I'm getting raped from his van again.
He is actually raping in his van.
That's
It's like, we get it. You rape. Anyway. Let's start with what have we been doing the last 2 weeks in Eve.
all right. Who's going first?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. It's kind of
Sounds
short.
good.
I've gotten a couple fleets done with grading and had my granddaughter over a lot. My daughter's into the computer for school, so my time has been fucked.
So you got rubber bands on your crab claws, huh?
I do. I'm rubber banded all to hell. Just need to do that to my balls and let them fall off. How about you, DomanarK?
Well, I was kind of hoping you were the one that did the most in Eve this week.
That's going to be a bad show.
Unfortunately for me, I haven't done a lot in Eve. I did do one fleet with the culture. We went out in our normal Cerebus fleet, and during that fleet we were having a good time, kicking ass, and Rafe Collins happened to call me on Skype, stopped paying attention to the fleet, and I got caught and killed. To the anger of my FC. As Skype, anybody who's ever used Skype knows that when you get a call and you answer it, it immediately mutes everything else for the most part. I mean, it lowers it down to like almost you can't hear it.
Yeah.
And they're yelling at me on TS like, DomanarK, pay attention! God damn it, you're going the wrong way! And then I got caught. So it was totally my fault for losing my ship, but that was we were in Tosasing too. I didn't lose my Tosa out, which is good.
That is good.
That's about all I've done in Eve. I mean, I've played with the new stuff, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, just a tiny bit. And from what I see, I'm really liking it. But honestly, in the last couple of weeks, it's been a Verdun / Fallout 4 2 weeks for me. It's been ridiculous. I guess I'll call this my 2 week Christmas break from Eve. Because I started yesterday. I logged in again and started getting like wanting to play again. I kind of hit that every once in a while. You hit that. I don't call it a wall. It's more like a slight road bump. You know, like, I just don't want to log in today. I want to do something else. And I finally kind of started wanting to go out and do a fleet. So I know the next couple weeks will be an Eve heavy week for me. But Fallout 4 kicks ass. I don't know if we've talked about it at all the last podcast. Did it come out between there, or I don't remember when it came out.
No, it came out before the last one.
Okay, I didn't start playing it after the last one because I didn't play it right away. It's a pretty cool game. I like it. It was one of those games I kind of wish it was a MMO. It'd be kind of fun if it was online. You know, because it's a Bethesda interactive world, which for not being people, you know, like other people playing on there, they really give you that immersive feel.
Yeah.
That's like other smarter entities on there, so it's pretty cool. And then Rafe got me hooked on Verdun.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that was one thing I have done. I did play Dust a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I played a few days of Dust because every day you log in, you get a bonus.
What'd you think of it?
It's okay. I've kind of figured out that you keep control of Objective A and shoot people. That's pretty much the...
Are you a fan of first-person shooters, or have you been in the past?
Kind of. I prefer mouse and keyboard though.
You can't use
By
it though.
far. Can you?
Yes,
Okay,
it's one of the few.
If you have a mouse and keyboard for your PlayStation.
But you can use a USB.
Yeah.
USB can.
I may have to drag those up
But
to the PlayStation. Then.
The caveat with
Do
that
that.
is if you use mouse and keyboard, it changes the hitboxes on things.
Yes.
Makes them much smaller. So
That's good.
They tried to balance it to where somebody with a mouse and keyboard won't rule the game.
But you know what? I'd be okay with that because right now the hitbox seems to be like the size of 5 people for me to really hit anything effectively.
No, well,
Most of the time with the PS3 controller.
Oh no,
I'm terrible with console.
dude, monkey
controllers.
fucking a football for me. It's really funny to watch.
I
Nothing's
do
gonna
spray-
happen.
I do spray and pray. I use the spray and pray technique.
I can't look straight, walk in the same direction, and aim the gun. All three of those will be a different direction for me.
Don't play for gun spray and pray, and it's bolt action rifles.
and you're lucky if I'm spraying in the right direction. No, I'm telling you, with the game pads, it's literally funnier than watching a monkey fucking football. I can't. I'll be looking one direction, walking another, and pointing my gun in yet another direction. None of them will be toward the enemy.
Ever since they came out with the controllers that you push down on to do things too, push down on the thumbsticks, Scott. I don't know if you know Scott. But Scott is awful at video games. He's a button masher. That's how he plays.
So he's a Galaga fan. Like Galaga, he'd be good at.
Yeah. So we had him over playing. So it's just a constant honking. Like, quit pushing the horn.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my god.
And then you go to hit the brakes and you just bail out of the car.
Oh, poor Scott. And of course, the thing is, they say quit honking the horn, but I guarantee they did not tell him how to use the controllers because it's funny.
No.
Because he'll get frustrated and angry.
We told him gas, brake, steer.
Don't touch anything else, because you're gonna.
We said, well, this is the e-brake for sharp corners, but he forgot which one it was, so it was always. We were like, it's not the yellow one, Scott.
Honestly, if you're an old fucker like me, who comes up from the old days of the joystick that maybe goes back and forth, might go 4 directions and then 2 buttons. Those fucking game pads.
Well,
there's a lot of choices on those fuckers.
My ColecoVision, I had the remote that looked like a TV remote almost. Well,
the dial on it,
not the dial. You had
that's right. It had the buttons all over.
You had the full joystick, left, right, up,
and then it had a keypad on it.
And then it had a 9-button keypad and then 2 buttons on the side.
Not have that.
No.
It already had 1 button.
ColecoVision was better than it.
Way better, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ColecoVision. What was the other one?
I had a Commodore 64.
So did I.
With the 1 button and the...
but you could get...
Joystick.
They eventually had a 2-button joystick that worked.
Oh, that's right, they did.
I love the old Commodore ones with the little metal, thin spindle thing and the short little joystick and 1 button on the side.
Yep. Oh, the real Commodore ones,
Yeah.
Because I know at one point I was using my Atari one on my Commodore because there was the same connector, right? Because I would break, because they were cheap. None of them ever lasted, especially if you had any of the games like summer games.
If you had a dog.
On the game?
No, if you had a dog in your home.
Oh, chewing it up?
That fucking joystick was... Now, that was one thing bonus about the...
You should stuff the fuck up your ass first, the dog won't bother it. Just ask that one kid.
That was the Matani one, his book did.
No, if you had summer games, winter games, any of those, and you had to take the joystick and you work it back and forth like this, you break one of those fuckers because there's cheap plastic in there.
Now, that was the one I never had a problem with the actual Commodore because they had the metal stick in there.
Oh, I broke fucking 3 or 4.
Wait, ripped that plastic off pretty easy, so you just wind up with that metal fucking stub.
Yeah, they didn't buy them. They made an aftermarket one. Somebody, it was pretty heavy duty. Nice, it was a little more expensive, and it did not ever break. I mean, you could really. I don't remember who made it, but it was more like composite plastic, like hard composite plastic.
Like a nice ABS
it was
plastic.
nice. And who made it, but I